what do we have here? We got a Civivi, still in the box, and we got a Damn Designs that I unboxed a while ago. This came with a big package of stuff that Alan Eller sent me to work on. And I didn't realize it at the time of unboxing, or I didn't remember it. I think I probably knew it, but then I forgot it because there's too much shit bouncing around in my head, so I forgot it. This was going to be a trade for the work on the other stuff. So I thought I was doing this for him. So I thought, well, I think I got an idea for this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to polish this one face of the scale, and then I'm going to kind of rough sand these other parts, and then do them in sort of a similar color, but with some different colors on the scratched off. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I anodized it to look like this. It almost looks like there's an inlay, kind of. I mean, really, it's just you can just tell. It's just a polished flat with sort of a more flat semi-gloss side pieces on it. And it came out pretty good. And then when I showed it to him and said, hey, man, what do you think? Do you like it this way? He goes, well, I hope you like it that way because it's your knife. I'm like, shit, I didn't realize that. But I mean, I like it too. So, I do shit the way I like it. So it came out really good. But anyway, this is the Damn Designs Hades. I had to look it up. I couldn't remember. So this is the Hades, like, hell. That's another word for hell. So Damn Designs, Hades. Kind of makes sense, right? Anyway, it's 14Z28N, so not a super steel, but a nice titanium, a set of titanium scales. And then it has a steel liner. Liner on both sides? No. So it has a steel liner on one side and just a titanium, I guess you'd call it a frame, on this side. So this side has a scale, this side has a frame part. And then the steel liner here is what locks the blade. Very drop shutty, very smooth, like super duper smooth. Just like really great knife. Super easy to open with the thumb. Super easy to slow roll open. Fairly drop shutty, like really drop shutty actually. Great reverse flick too. Decent sound to it. Like nice little close for sure. And the flipper tab works great. And the blade itself, not super thin behind the edge, but a nice, long, flat grind down to a very sharp edge. Someone may have sharpened this because this bitch is super sharp. Let me get a piece of paper. All right, we got a piece of paper here, and we can use it to test the Civivi too. Oh my goodness, that is sharp. That is super damn sharp. So I think someone had sharpened this because it has a near mirror edge on it. So I don't think they come like that. I don't think. Well, who knows? I don't know. Great knife. Cool features like this pivot drops into this hole here and just cannot move. So you don't have to ever worry about that pivot spinning. Inset pocket clip. I think this is titanium. Yeah, titanium pocket clip. It's black coated in this model. You can get them not black coated also, but this one's black coated. So, if you wanted to, you could scrape that off and anodize it, or, it's fine the way it is. Back spacer and the weird little lanyard hole that's set down in there so that your lanyard hole doesn't really show, but you can put a lanyard in there. Very nice, usable back spacer. Or, I don't know. I guess you don't really use a back spacer, do you? But it works. A lot of milling inside to lighten it up, although it's still kind of a chunk. I think it's about probably close to 5-ounce knife. Fairly thick blade, fairly thick frame, so it makes sense. It's a bit of a chunker. It's a little heavy in the handle too. You would say it's a little on the handle heavy side. I really like it though. It just has a great feel to it when it opens and closes. Feels very solid. It's great ergonomics for cutting. They could have done a little better on the choil. And I think that shows that it's been sharpened because that smile probably wasn't there from the factory. Someone's, sharpened it and got a little bit down into that plunge grind and created that little smile there on the bottom. Really, really nice knife though. If you can get one of these for under 150, I'd say you got a, pretty damn good deal. All right, so that is the follow-up on the Hades. Let's get this guy open and see if it's as good as Metal Complex always says it is. This is the Vision FG. Metal Complex has been calling this one basically the king of budget knives, although this one was $100, so that's not a budget knife to me. To me, 50 and under is a budget knife. I think for him it's 75, and I think they have models of this that are like 70. So, you know, for the non-Damascus ones, this one is the Damascus one. Wow, that popped really nice. Okay, this lock is very similar to the shark lock, supposedly. Okay. Oh, it does feel pretty similar to the shark lock. Wow, it's actually a little pointy on the edges like the shark lock. So I'll have to get used to that, or maybe even put a little bit of a bevel on these edges, because that's a little pointy on the edge of that lock. Although I'd say the AD 20.5 I had, the lock was not as nice as this. It was a little harder to actuate. This one, a little easier. So I'm not 100% sure how this lock works. Somehow it pulls back and allows the blade to go out. I mean, it has a detent, so you don't have to pull that back. You can just push it out like normal. Well, that's interesting. So when I try to push the blade out, this pushes up. Let's see if we can see it. So if my hand is on it while I'm pushing it up, my hand is going to be adding extra pressure to the detent, basically. Interesting. It pops very nicely. Has a decent little sound to it. Very nice. Man, look at that Damascus. For $100. A very nicely built knife, and that beautiful Damascus. I think that's probably the... Oh, man, look at that. Look what they had to do. Designed by Snex, whoever that is, the knife designer. We had to put that on this pretty blade? Really? You couldn't put it like up on the spine or something? You had to put it right in the middle of the beautiful... that makes me sad. It makes me super sad. Well, the show side looks good with nothing written on it. Just really beautiful polished Damascus. That is beautiful stuff. I don't know what the composition is. Typically, Civivi has Damascus that's in the area of 9CR type capability. That's interesting. That little bit there sticks out past the handle. Boy, that feels nice, though. That choke-up spot is very nice. Man, I can really see why Mr. Complex is digging this one. I'm not sure about that pocket clip. It's in kind of a weird place. On the Wii version, he actually says this one is better than the Wii version. That's interesting to know. The Wii version has a clip here, so it's coming off of the back, which is very strange to me. Let's try this pocket clip out and see if it's any good at all. Okay, yeah, not bad. Okay, we got G10 here, and we got steel liners, and we got this steel lock part here, which I'm still not exactly sure how it works. Let's see. Okay, that's interesting. I think it does work very similar to the shark lock, but just slightly different angles so they can get away with not getting sued, probably. Wow. It is really, really smooth. I can't really explain how smooth it is. It's buttery and glassy smooth. Like I've heard people say, like if you take two pieces of glass and put some olive oil between them, it has that feel, but then also a bearing feel also. So I assume it's bearings. Yep, definitely bearings. Just really glassy smooth, man. Very nice knife. I'm impressed. Ergos are just great. Totally great. And like I said, the choke up is great. We could use a little more angulation, a little more of an angle on this edge right here probably, but it's not bad. Now, if you have your thumb here, that's not great. That's not a great feel if your thumb is here. Okay, but if you choke up here, feels great. Pivot looks great. Boy, just really nice looking knife. Could definitely use a better pocket clip to spice it up a little bit. For a $100 knife, you would think maybe a titanium pocket clip. We'll see. Might add something to it. Wow, just really, really nice. Man, look at that. Damascus. That's beautiful. Well, so we got the Fenrir, not Fenrir. This is not the Damn Designs Fenrir. This is Damn Designs Hades. So we got the Hades talked about, and it's still going strong. And we got this Civivi Vision unboxed, and I'm pretty impressed with it. I was hoping I'd be able to say, oh, that Metal Complex guy, I don't know what he's talking about. It's kind of a piece of shit. But it's not a piece of shit. It's really, really nice. Have a nice day.